So far on the top lane, CS, Palantimos, 7 for 3. It's going to slow down a little bit. As we can see, Jibbe not getting a huge amount out of this lane.
No, definitely not. Mary's doing an excellent job.
Oh, and it's actually going to be down bottom there. The Otaker will get the first blood moments before dying himself. But that'll be a worth from him, getting that first blood.
Really trying to dive versus this Wyvern.
We're going to catch him with the dust. Otaker.
He's out
as well. He's still surrounded by the 4 of them, but pretty much the entire team's coming in to back him up. So this has now become a bit of an awkward spot for Waterrune and Joyce to find themselves, as they'll lose Mary. They'll lose BNC as well. Maybe even more.
Perhaps another.
I mean, Stoikov's going to try and jump onto Jibbe, but the ghosts are out. This is not a fight for the Storm to take.
Oh, it's a diving past the tower, because Palantimos definitely wants to increase a little more. He's still in a good spot, but definitely wants to keep boosting up that gold. He wants to be higher than that versus the Weaver. Farms a lot faster. Rune.
Stoikov. Try and zip in and start off the action, but the curse is down, catching the 3 of them. Stoikov getting low. Ari able to jump into position. They'll take out the Storm. Toss onto ZYZZ. He's up to the high ground. Palantimos also having to escape the siphon of Jibbe. They're getting split up here, Waterrune and Joyous. He's into the breach. They'll continue to chase them down one by one. Mary being bullied by Otaker off to the side. They'll zip forward here with a waveform. Cut through the Viper. Zip ZYZZ out of the game as well. 4 dead on Waterrune and Joyous.
Kind of the worst place for them to get caught, it feels like. In the river. This you don't really have that much team fights. Like, it's their ult from Luna is kind of their best one. On the other side, In the Breach has tons of ults that they can utilize. And they have BKBs on most of the cores. Big on top, though.
For the next fight. Tiari is going to be able to get the jump in again onto Mary. Supreme with the follow-up. See, at the same time, Stoikov's ready to fight. We're going aggressively with the Arcane Rune, but Kadara able to protect himself with Cold Embrace. And we'll see Supreme go down. Now the silence onto the Storm. Otaker trying to find it, but Stoikov is able to zip out in time. He'll get away. A trade that Waterrune and Joyous will be very happy with. Into the breach, of course, they won't. They want to keep this going, try and find more. Ari's able to jump into the side, gets the toss avalanche onto the 2 of them.
Curse.
BNC taken out. There's the follow-up from Kadara as he locks the 2 of them down. They surround Palantimos. Palantimos will fall.
I mean, that was beautiful by Ari.
They might not be done yet. Ari, he's going to look to go again. He's in with an avalanche out of toss. I mean, we saw it against Secret. Ari on the tiny.
That was unbelievable, though. Like, the way that they constantly killing him before he gets like anything off. He got mech this time, but the last time he didn't get a single spell off. Now Roche. It's dropping Chen up in 10.
I mean, who's making the jump? How are you starting
scary.
this? Boy, it's a 4-man rebound stun there as they initiate. Over to the side, Winter's Curse will be used, but they're able to split from this. Ari goes down, the Eclipse and the BKB is there from Palantimos. He pushes it towards the pit, and BNC was able to steal the Aegis. As they'll get it on the Viper, Waterrune and Joyous able to take this fight around the Roshan pit. Palantimos gets the triple.
I mean, Ziz making up for the entire game, a 4-man rebound? Yeah. Phenomenal. I mean, I'm totally shocked by the way that it went down, but the angle of approach is perfect. I can't believe Blink just walks in and takes the Aegis as well, too.
So back in action. It's the breach.
Still keep the fight.
Get the moves going.
Yep, they're still very strong. They still should have mostly the team fight advantage, but Blink just stands his ground.
Get the kill. I mean, Jibbe not able to trade with that. Off to the side, Stoikov does get caught in the combo of Ari. We'll see BNC continue to push forward. The curse will come out in time, allows Otaker to get the time lapse off. That's the Aegis taken out of the hands of BNC.
Otaker's getting tripped up a little because that Mindbreaker, it looked like.
If we can go for BNC a second time, Ari. 2-man avalanche, but the BKB is off in time from BNC. Still, though, the heals are there. Cold Embrace keeps Ari alive. Supreme trying to shift up, but Palantimos just stands his ground and shreds through the 2 of them.
Perfect situation for Glaives there, and he has all those auras that we were mentioning. I think they've got like everything that they wanted, at least in items. For now. They got all big pickups.
See if they can get the catch.
They see Mary. It's pretty far.
Looking pretty dead.
Ari.
already kind of baiting Palantimos into a bit of action, but Palantimos does have backup. Stoikov is going to go straight for the backlines, get on top of the Wyvern, take out the two supports. Zari and Kadara go down. With this, Water Rune enjoys. They're ready to push for more. They turn towards Jibe. Lucer Beam comes crashing down. Stoikov cleans up the triple. Palantimos focused by Supreme and Oteka will finally come to an end, but Stoikov has the backup of BNC. The two of them looking to tackle the Morphling, and they drag in Supreme. Supreme pops the lines and sort of getting both cores down to a point where they just couldn't really solidly turn back up into this. I mean, Supreme, as you say, just getting away with minimal HP in a very, very dangerous spot towards the end of that team fight.
Stoikov is scaling super hard now too, though, with his Luna, so they are getting this like really good dual core
back
scaling
in
at the very least.
Most of the two supports again in trouble as they've lost Kadaro. They're trying to get Z's, but he's chilling on the cliff, and Stoikov's in with the backup. They'll zip over, get the grab onto Oteka if they've got enough damage to burst through him. Not quite. Oteka able to get the time lapse off. Nari jumps over towards BNC. BNC out of mana and soon to be out of HP as well. He'll get left behind by the rest of Water Rune Enjoys.
Already getting another snag. Playing a little too over-aggressive, Water Rune Enjoyers. Stoikov trying to push the limits.
Aro, before the curse comes out in a team fight, is going to put his team in a pretty good spot.
His damage is pretty high too. He has the quiver, so
yeah. No,
should be able to burst the Wyvern very easily.
A long wrap around from into the breach.
Palantimos. It's a good rune.
Awari's in with the jump. Starts things off onto Z's. They'll burst him low. They'll take him out. Stoikov's going to look towards the backlines. He's trying to find Kadaro. Kadaro, though, is going to hide up on the cliff, keeping himself alive with the cold embrace. Now Stoikov is pretty low on the mana, and BKB soon to come to an end. The curse will come out, trapping Z's and Palantimos as a buyback from the Marcy into a dieback. He's out of the game for 70 alongside that of Mary. Both supports down, and now with the jump for Ferrari, the toss back onto the Storm. He catches Stoikov. They'll take him out, 3 down on Water Rune Enjoyers.
Clips.
See if they can get anything in the turnaround here. Palantimos is trying, but the rest of his team pretty much dead. Not having the control to set up for the damage he wants to do, and now he's in a scary spot. We'll be able to put the BKB turn and get one. In fact,
the Suns
for the Centaur, nearly causing the death of Oteka, may still do so. It does. The micro there from beyond the grave. Mary setting up for Palantimos to get a double. They're actually going to get Kadara as well out of this one.
But Supreme's coming back in to clean up.
Oh, and it is going to be a cleanup. BNC on his own. Jibe and Supreme, they'll slowly run him down. A long, drawn-out, chaotic fight, but at the end of it all, into the breach, end up being Supreme.
They do, and they do it really nicely with their constant resetting. And
pop the Lincolns. See the opening stun actually catching Supreme. We'll get caught by this rebound as well for the CZ. They continue to try and lock down this Morphling. And Morphling able to jump back up to the side, turns towards Stoikov, but Stoikov commits him with the BKB. Palantimos has been completely abandoned here as they've run away to the side. Now they'll push back in around him.
Stoikov!
As they'll be able to take down the Wyvern. Stoikov does fall. Oteka pots the BKB and cleans up the two of them. Z's and Stoikov go down.
Stoikov is doing God's work.
Maybe a bit sooner than, 46 minutes into the game, as they have been excellent in some of the mid-game fights. They're going to look to start things. To Jibe, but Jibe able to put the BKB, the cheese, the ult, it's out. And Palantimos with his BKB, he's having a run. He's having to get out of here. Supreme's looking to chase him, closing the gap with the waveform. That's Palantimos going down. See Stoikov zipping back to the temporary safety of his base. Sorry, nearly catching him with the avalanche. Catches Ziz instead as they take out Marcy. Palantimos in with the second life. Just wants to pay here to try and turn things around.
They got to get more, though. Luna bought back.
And Supreme's going to put the man to Stoikov's very, very low on mana. He's just going to straight up die. Pushes himself beyond the limits and gets punished. Be able to stop this. Supreme getting a little bit low, which does have that Aegis. They'll be able to take it out of him pretty quickly. A curse gets dropped, but it's only onto the Viper. Zip across from Stoikov as he looks towards Kadara. Does get caught by the silence, is able to remove it. And then we'll actually continue to zip in aggressively. Pots the BKB, gets back in on top of Kadara. They're able to take down the Wyvern. And now turn towards the Oteka, but Oteka pots the BKB. He's able to get the kill. They get the toss on the Palantimos. Palantimos has the BKB. Hurricane Pike's back up to the high ground, trying to get away here from into the breach.
They'd like to move the Refresher Shard in as well, if they even want to use it. They have a DD also on the Morphing, and they have another Refresher Shard also on the Morph, so...
Stoikov is going to try and start things. Gets in on top of Oteka. Z's jumps in onto Supreme, but Supreme is going to be saved. So able to get the BKB off and zip to the side there, thanks to the time. That's finding that second chance to live. Still, the Palantimos pushing on. cuts through Kadaro, now will force into the breach to retreat. Stoikov, he's trying to chase, pretty much uses his entire mana pool to get in on top of the Weaver. Will die for it, but was able to get the setup, but Waterman enjoys to kill off a Taker. They'll now turn towards Supreme. Supreme using the BKB in the waveform to get away. Jibbe now surrounded. Z's jumps back in, but the BKB's up from Jibbe. Waterman enjoys kiting them out for now. Jump from Ari over towards Z's, but now Ari's in trouble. He's getting focused down by the Luna and the Viper. It's a third hero dead on into the breach. As Waterman enjoys their holding.
The Viper and the Luna able to hold their ground next to the Chen.
Yeah, I've got that illusion rune that Palantimos was able to pick up, so that will help deal with a couple of the waves coming in. Yeah, Mary! Whoop! He's going to get caught, but Stoikov, he's going to go straight away for the jump onto Supreme. Try and get in on top of the Morphling. BNC steps forward as well. The Viper trap. Palantimos comes in with the BKB in the hole. They're bringing Supreme down very, very low. Supreme has the waveform off to the side. Keep his distance for now from the Lina. Palantimos turns over towards Kadaro. Now turns over towards Zari. Stoikov again with these aggressive setups. Getting in, setting up for Palantimos to clean up the kills, and they're ready to try for more. Hex there onto Jibbe. He'll get time-lapsed by a Taker, but it only just drags him closer towards the enemy team as he still goes down. 3 dead on into the breach, and it's possibly more. Taker and Supreme trying to deal with the fact that Waterman and Joyce are running them down, but they cannot turn and fight. BNC's going for it. He's going for it. I mean, they'll want to get involved on this into the breach. I mean, Stoikov, he's going to be ready to go. See BNC put the BKB in an attempt to finish with the Roshan. No take enters. The BNC will still be able to get the Aegis. Aegis on the Viper. See Stoikov getting caught by the Avalanche toss, but it's not enough to deal with him as Stoikov turns, takes out Kadaro. Kadaro buys back immediately. They've got to try and help out Supreme. Supreme pops the BKB, turns towards Stoikov, but Supreme, he's getting shredded once again by the Palantimos Luna. Has to get away from this lineup of Waterman and Joyce that's running them down. And Taker pops the time lapse, but they've got the vision on him. Stoikov zips in, drags him back with a Vortex. That's the Weaver gone. As Waterman and Joyce, they'll be able to grab the Aegis. I believe they grab the cheese as well.
And the Aghanims.
Well, for who's he?
Well, Stoikov wants 4 mana region instead, so whatever.
All right.
Aegis, cheese. They're looking to push themselves. Ari, toss back.
Gonna get him in pretty deep. BNC,
big pull.
Able to force down to the side. He's gonna be fine, this Viper. Supreme will jump the backlines this time, able to take out Mary. They've taken out the Chen. See if that's gonna be the key for them to take the rest of the team fight. Mary buys back. He's ready to rejoin the team as he T-pose over towards the outpost.
I mean, you can just mouse over and have fun with seeing the range of Spirit Siphon.
So then Mary, I'm going to finish off the melee racks.
There you go. That profit with Seer Stone. There you go. Very nice. The jump.
What?
Jibbe.
Aziz is in. He's going to look for the jump. Stoikov's going to zip straight over towards Otake. He gets the setup in with a Vortex. Otake getting burst slow, still able to get the time lapse off in time. Jibbe puts the BKB, Stoikov using the last bit of mana to get out to the side. Still got half of his mana pool left, so could look to get back in. BNC just standing his ground there with the BKB, pretty much finishing the life of the Death Prophet. They're able to do so. Stoikov zips back in to finish off the kill. He'll buy back straight away. He wants to keep this fight going. So TP over, BNC actually cancels his TP there. Opts to deal with the pressure. Out. I think we've had some sort of scrape past the 60 minutes, but this one's getting quite far into it. What the heck? It's on Supreme big straight away. Ari's going to be there with the backup. Jumps in with the combo. Stoikov's ready to zip straight over towards the backlines. He's found Kadara. Gets on top of the Wyvern. Palantimos trying to run, but Supreme pushes into the high ground. Is able to take him down. Buyback comes out from Palantimos. Dispose. Catches Supreme. So he jump forward with the Fallen Sky. Stoikov. He's looking towards the Morph, but Supreme's out of full HP. Back up to full HP. The curse is off in time, but Kadara does die. He's trapped the 2 of them. Stoikov won't have much mana to play with coming out at the end of this curse. BKB is back up though. BNC turns with the Hex on towards Palantimos. Drag him in as well with the Vortex back up towards the mid. They kill the Morphling off once, but it's Palantimos out for good, dead for 2 minutes. This looking to be the game unless the 3 of them could do something insane. But there's 2 Rapiers, 1 on the Morph, 1 on the Weaver. As Into the Breach should have the tools to close this one up. The tier 4s are gone. Ancient exposed. Stoikov will give it one final attempt, but the BKBs are popped. Into the Breach, they'll look to shut this one down.
Wow. Still, what a showing. Honestly, going to this far of a game, I really expected this Luna to have a lot more struggles, especially after like the 30-40 minute mark or something like that. But either way, some excellent team fights, great persistence.